Доброго времени суток, дорогие друзья, с вами ИНФА. Сегодня продолжу проходить Metal Gear Solid 5, вторая глава. Остались сложные миссии. Ну, дел на самом деле в игре дохерища. Нужно выполнить побочки, прослушать все материалы. Ой, что это у меня невидимый? А, все понял, у меня система ПТ. Так, а что я делаю? Уничтожение тяжелой пехоты. Хорошо.
Development project has been added.
Так, это обычные люди. Вот у нас, скорее всего, ходит вон там.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Блять. Я подумал, это какой-нибудь часовой, а это как раз цель, а не бронированная. Молчунья в разнос пошла. В принципе, это хорошо.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Бля, шарит. Бесполезно, да? Должна быть какая-то щелка же для глаза, да?
Please select a strike point. Strike requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has strike will commence shortly.
Блять, не докидываю. И не докинет.
Please select a strike requested. Strike will commence shortly. Guard post captured. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction failed. Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at mother base.
Вообще, по-моему, эту миссию я выполнял не раз.
You have arrived.
Ну, раз точно. Просто прошлая миссия кончилась здесь, рядышком.
Select a landing zone. Support helicopter requested. Extraction arrived at mother base.
This is B Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. B-Quad, on station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Side ops list updated. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
Война чужими руками. Уничтожьте колонну боевых машин, собирающихся в аэропорту Нового Брага. Колонна стоит преимущество из тяжелой бронетехники. Было такое, по-моему.
Mission accepted.
Так, давай-ка я посмотрю, что там, какие цели. Уничтожьте штурмовой вертолет. Так, нужно, значит, гранатомет взять, 2 танка, 2 бронемашины, эвакуируйте 2 танка и 2 бронемашины, эвакуируйте командира колонны, найдите необработанный алмаз командира колонны бронетехники. Это его допросить надо. Захватите все чертежи на штурмовом вертолете. Это как? Вот это я не знаю. Что, посадить как это можно? О, там дальше сюжетный момент будет. Так, ну погнали.
Clouds approaching, heading to Central Africa.
По идее, паразита бы лучше взять. Ну ладно, пробуй так.
Deploying.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardy veteran, so don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Да я вижу их, блядь.
The CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers. I had my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense. For us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. So our only option is to fight and grow.
Блять, не успею.
And grow.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Встань ты уже.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Блядь, я это заметил уже. Надо как-то объехать.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Нет, это хуйня, надо было как-то останавливать их.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Enemy presence
That's the way.
detected. The map has been updated. Enemy
Nice work, boss.
detected.
Targets are almost history.
Updated.
Надо было их объехать, блокировать. Ну, они легко меня бы убили. Короче, ладно, сейчас попробую. Попробую так.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Сука! Ладно, хуй на них.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Так, нет, с этим вооружением я ничего не сделаю. Даже если я систему ПТ включу, это невидимость.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander
Можно подождать, пока не все в Новобрагу уедут.
has a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion.
Но там будет сложнее, мне кажется.
Don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Космический отшельник, привет.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Какая хуйня неуклюжая и неповоротливая. В смысле? Блядь, не получилось, да? Долбоёб, блядь. Ой.
Detected. Map has been updated.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Так, ладно, пускай он едет. Потому что он покоя мне не даст. А может и даст. Сейчас попробую.
Extraction arrived at motorbase. Enemy presence detected.
Стой, стой, стой! Стой, сука, я сказал. Блять, там еще одна машина. Нет. Надо их тормозить
Hey, quit kidding around.
раньше.
Snake?
Обе машины. Тогда получится. Раньше это деревня.
An armored column to the north of Nova.
Ну, либо дать ей уехать.
Your job is to wipe them out.
Detected.
Хотя нет, сейчас я сделаю вещь. Вообще. Надо было танк брать. Хотя танк медленный. Стой нахуй. Так, а теперь моя задача сделать так. Блять, не успел. Почти.
Boss, come in.
Надень шапку цыпленка, не надо ничего одевать.
Boss!
У меня тут задумка.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Конечно, хуеплетов убить можно. Стой, блядь. Я не выйду. Так, нет.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
Здесь не получится. Ладно, я тогда попробую кое-что другое сделать.
An armored column to the north
Сейчас я не буду их беспокоить.
Your job is to wipe them out.
Detected. The map has been
А, пойду вон туда. Я думаю, меня не заметят. Эх, конечно, не заметят. Кто там меня спалил? Нахуй идите. Вот. Я вот эту машину перехвачу. Там что-то такое быстрое. Стоять нахуй! Сука, она меня тоже спалила.
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Босс!
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport.
Так, давай еще дальше.
Is to wipe them out.
detected. The map has been updated.
А куда они поедут? Они сюда, наверное, завернут. У них там встреча какая-то.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Так, ну все, остальное по хардкору, потому что ПТ больше нету.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
Ну, я могу заказать, но я хочу это провернуть до того, как они приедут в аэропорт Новобрагу. Так мне будет проще, потому что она вон одинокая едет, да? Вот так перехватил. Еще даже не успела атаковать. О,
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
так, он куда-то едет.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Неужели?
Just one target left.
Так, последняя цель. Что у нас получается? Зона перемещения цели. Ну пойдем, вернемся. Он, скорее всего, на каком-нибудь джипе едет. А, все, я вижу. Это вертолет.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Но вертолет это не то, что мне надо.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles. Nice work. Keep it up. All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Exfiltrated hot zone.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Но это не так, как я хотел. Потому что я не захватил командира, я не захватил чертежи.
We suspected. The mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising.
Буду переигрывать.
He could be hiding something else too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Where is he?
I told you. Your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back.
Элай — это клон Биг Босса.
First, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
Not quite. Military warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Вот по идее об этом должна была рассказывать 3-я глава, о том, как мой Биг Босс разбирался с этой ситуацией. О том, то, что Элай спиздился холантропа.
Goodbye, father. I don't need you anymore.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahalanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
Так, пока я буду слушать пленку, точнее, я даже слушать ее не буду, я включу ее.
The mission list. We've We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Ой, опять этот ЧВК, блядь. Чё надо? Я не хочу участвовать. Или он автоматически участвует?
Commencing platform construction. Commencing platform construction.
Вот и
Please
все.
specify a project. Marker placed.
О, как далеко. Так, ну давай. Вертолет.
Please landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Так, сейчас пойдем. Командира. Да, отстань ты своим.
Updated.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Так,
Please select a
экстрим металлической археи. У-у-у, ебать. Вернемся сюда. Что задание? Эвакуировать.
Mission accepted.
Ну, по идее, мне надо...
Heading to Central Africa.
По идее, теперь надо уничтожать. Собственно, это и буду делать. Командира только надо будет не убить нечаянно. А остальных нахер в расход. Так, нет, я неправильно сделал. Тут мне не пулемет нужен, а лаунчер. Это тут я возьму что-нибудь такое. Да нет. Ничего не возьму. Кабарга. Давай-ка вот это возьму. Ни разу не пользовался. Транспорт. Можно, конечно, танк взять. Ну, я ебанусь их догонять. Ну, давай попробуем. Единственный вертолет нельзя убивать. Остальное плохо.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
О, я не там, где надо, высадился. Ну, хуй с ним. Бесполезный танк, блядь.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
has been updated. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Guard post vehicle drop complete.
Да, блядь.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history. Just one target left.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Eliminate the target. How you do it is your call.
Please select supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Блять, он меня может спалить. Сука. куст, надо уйти. Куда он пошел? Он, наверное, на панике.
Momentarily.
Конечно, всю колонну разъебашили. Танки должны были его охранять. Бронетехника. Командир-то не глупый.
Please select address supplies requested.
Блять, хули толку от паразита, если у меня нету с собой штуки под него, надо придется с... Опа-на. Коробочка. Возможно, да, он не сядет теперь из-за того, что колонна не дошла. Придется его уничтожать. Ладно.
Please select supplies requested.
Будем перепроходить.
Supply drop caution. Rain approaching.
Пойду-ка я на Новобрагу. Свету наведу. О, тут бронированные даже ребята есть. Не так все просто.
Where are your friends?
Ну правильно, тут паника. Вертолет шатается туда-сюда. Ищет врагов. Надо было по-тихому это все делать. Скорее всего, тогда ничего бы не случилось. Ебать, у них гранаты боевые.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Полетел? Ебать! Да, он уже не сядет, наверное, пока меня не убьет. Скорее всего. Конечно, попробую уйти из здания. Блять. Не, он не сядет. Сейчас я его собью. И ушел.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone.
Roger.
Убер такси. Добрый.
Support helicopter requested. Development window has been added. Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived.
Командир дохлый.
Outpost capture. Support helicopter has arrived.
А, он пост захвачен? О, пойдем собирать трупы. А, ну правильно, я же вертолет вызвал. А трупы не нужны нам. Да, хотя ладно.
Support helicopter has arrived.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. I guess it all worked out in the end. Boss, we have an emergency. There's been another outbreak of the vocal cord parasites on the base. Several men are dead. It started in the laboratory on the quarantine platform where the radiation leak occurred. I'd only just deployed the security team. I've sent in a rescue team to help, but they haven't returned. Boss, I need you on this. Come back to Mother Base ASAP. Here we go again. There's been another outbreak in the laboratory, the quarantine platform. We sent a team to investigate and recover the survivors, but they haven't returned.
There's nothing on the radio either. We got a backup team ready to go. Just give the order and
I'll go alone.
О, бля, это...
Boss, what are you... There's no need for that.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
We have no idea what's going on in there.
Exactly. Anyone still alive's at their breaking point. Last thing we need is another unit storming in. No telling how they'd react.
Fine. First off, check how much the infection has spread. Rescue comes next, after we know the situation. When you're ready to move, just use the iDroid.
Самый бесячий момент, сука. Продолжение следует. И ты можешь, в принципе, заняться какой-нибудь хуйней вообще. Пойти на побочки, там, слушать аудиокассеты, там, или продолжить эту миссию прямо сейчас. Дурацкий вообще подход.
We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. We need more information. Find out what's going on, boss. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Так, ну... Пойдем, что делать?
Boss, let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this? No idea. Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit!
Ой, жесть. Жестко.
We sealed all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out.
Зомби.
One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
For now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. The eggs propagate out of sight. No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there.
Опять нужно диагностировать. В прошлый раз я на это хуй забил, я так и не понял, как определять. Ну, я знаю, что вирус работает. Причем он размножается только на носителе английского языка. Нет, не так. Это молчунья принесла такой вирус, но мы об этом еще не знаем. По сюжету это не раскрывалось.
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Speak. Speak. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Ладно, пойдем внутрь.
Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
It all makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but... Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
Я этой миссии знал еще до того, как начал играть. Это самая печальная миссия.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit. We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
member has died.
Was that more of the mess? He's got a mask. He's with the rescue team. And the guy from before. Another transmission.
So much disciples. I just want to go outside. I can't die in this hell. I'm not affected. I can't fight. If I am, I don't want to go out like this.
Staff member has died.
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going.
I'll keep watching. I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation.
Get us out of here!
Staff member has died.
Boss, what the hell happened?
At least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
Damn it.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land. The whole world will be infested.
Он фразу досказать не успел. Напалм уже прилетел.
You have to shoot, boss. We can't let them outside. Damn it. We can't allow any contagious individuals to leave. Shoot, Snake. That's it. That's good. You still have those goggles. If you see a glow in someone's throat, that means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a... Don't go outside. It's too dangerous.
Так, я сейчас переименую стрим. Название. Днес ТВ. Привет, спасибо тебе за подписку и за топ. Но я не интересуюсь взаимными подписками. Я не знаю, как оно на Рутубе работает, но на Рутубе... Ой. Как это работает на Рутубе, но на Ютубе это только вредит каналу. Почему так сложно? Это я в игру играю редко, я не прожился ей, но тем не менее это сложно. Если... Я залпом играл бы.
Killed your own... Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Has died. Staff member has died. Staff member has died.
Wait! Wait!
Member has died.
You're insane, Snake! She was one of your men!
Member has died.
You yourself said we're a family! Or was it all lies?
Он еще и нагнетает.
Member has died. Member has died. Member has died.
Please! Kill me, boss!
Shooting your own men! That's not the big boss I knew.
А он небольшой босс. Он Веном Снейк.
Look, mate! I'm going outside! No! We're dead anyway! Boss! Boss! Hey! Let's let the boss decide. We live and die by your order, boss. Boss!
Has died.
Hang on, boss. Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles. member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
Got a survivor. Unlock the door. Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him.
Could it have progressed this quickly?
Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
He is infected.
I don't believe it.
Maybe it got in through my wounds. They're waiting now. All of them. Do it.
Зигует такой.
I'm sorry, boss.
Has died.
Нихуя, у него рок вырос. Я еще молчу, не уйдет скоро.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're We're all grateful, boss.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What?
He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I will always be with you. Plant your roots in me. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Mission list updated.
I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the Phantom Pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. That you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
Невидимка. Так. Я закончу вот эту миссию.
Mission accepted.
Все-таки как надо. Так. Здесь, да, я высаживался?
Heading to Central Africa.
Но нет электромины.
Deploying.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Be careful down there, boss.
Map has been updated.
Boss, we have new targets.
It's being updated.
Check your iDroid for the details.
Extraction arrived at the base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Нет, скорее всего, это вся херня. Надо тайно. Потому что я спалился, и вертолет уже не сядет. Не буду никого убивать. Просто до аэропорта прокачусь. Мне надо командира лишь захватить. Смолчу, я всю базу вычистим.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardy veteran, so don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Вот он быстро носится в этом костюме. А толку?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
Ладно, пускай едет.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Just one target left.
Extraction arrived.
Блять, сейчас спалит.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Так, глупанул, конечно.
Enemy presence detected.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Just one target left.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Outpost captured.
iDroid information updated.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a deployment point. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Take aim. Fire!
Долго он его высаживать будет? Наверное, все-таки ждет приезда бронемашин. Ух ты, блядь!
Speak. Where are your friends?
They're working for one of the bigger PFs, the Contract Forces of Africa, CFA for short. These guys are all business. Mercenary work is strictly about the money to them.
Begin cover fire.
Either way, they're no threat to us.
Spit it out. Where are your friends? Cease cover fire!
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Fire!
Да стреляй давай уже!
Rain approaching.
Fire! Fire!
сядет он. Без бронемашин. Сейчас тем более.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mata Base.
Mission complete, boss. Got a minute? It's about the quarantine facility. We've more or less figured out what caused the mutation in the vocal cord parasites. It was the radiation from that scanner. And the one who installed it was Emmerich. I've added a tape recording of the interrogation. You should listen to it.
Эмерих? Хуя себе.
After exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me. Like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me. They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death. Attracted by these sweet secretions, they have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control. I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
Well, I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work.
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim, and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around. Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays. Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Walbaki. With that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. Radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Wait, what are you talking about? Just what do you plan to do?
Present the charges against you, and render an appropriate punishment.
You're gonna put me on trial?
Call it what you like.
What's the meaning of this?
Out of here, all of you. Back to your posts.
No, hang on. Huey has killed their comrades and interfered with their lives. They've had all they can take.
Kill him! This is insane! You have no evidence whatsoever! You say you're an army free from government. You talk big about being a nation unto yourselves. But from the outside, you're just thugs, rebels, a militia, you terrorists, an unhinged threat to society. You're nothing but a bunch of psychopaths!
So you're not with us?
No! I didn't...
I thought we were on the same side. That's too bad.
I didn't...
Men, you will have justice. But our organization, the boss's organization, is built on order and reason. There will be no lynch mob. So stand down for today. We will gather all the evidence of this man's crimes. And then he will be tried. Dismissed.
What do you think you're doing? Go ahead and execute me. It'll be murder in the eyes of the world. You've lost your minds. Don't you get it? You're seeing phantoms.
Margot placed.
Just look at that dog. No. You named him D-Dog, but it's obvious anyone could see that's a wolf because you're all a bunch of wild dogs. You wanted to believe he was too, to feel some connection, to fight your loneliness. You wanted something to cling to prove you deserve to be alive. You wanted to forget the death, your sins, so you'd cling on to dogs, or wolves, or even Big Boss. The boss is the same, isn't he? Every one of you is alone. That's why you suspect your own. I know, because I do the same. I'm one of you too. Alone.
You have arrived at your destination.
Open your eyes! What you're doing is murder! Plain and simple! All you ever create is war! War and violence can never lead to peace!
Margot placed.
You mentioned that the man on fire was crushed under Sahelanthropus in its hangar.
Yeah. He was caught under the wheels of its transport platform.
Yeah. But his body wasn't found.
What?
We searched the area the moment we arrived, but there was no trace of him.
I wasn't hallucinating.
I know. I trust you on that. That means someone must have taken the body. When I got there, everything was still as it was. Even Skullface hadn't been touched. I can't see a reason to sneak into a place like that and drag out the biggest, heaviest guy there.
What are you getting at?
The only option left is... he got up and walked away.
That platform ran him over.
Just ran him over.
You're saying that's not enough?
I don't want to believe it, but maybe not. He shrugs off bullets, even rocket strikes. There's no reason to think that would finish him. It seems ridiculous, but I'll start gathering eyewitness accounts just in case.
If you dig up anything concrete, I want to know.
You'll be the first, if I dig anything up. But I hope to hell I don't.
No kidding.
В смысле? Я разве не забирал останки горящего человека?
Marker placed.
Как то он встал и ушел?
Marker placed.
Volgan, the GRU colonel, was burned alive with a Shagohod during Operation Snake Eater 20 years ago. Despite suffering severe burns to his entire body, he still clung to life. After you left Seleniarsk, Volgan's body was taken to a research institute in the outskirts of Moscow. But modern medicine couldn't explain why he was still alive. Not that the colonel was any ordinary man to begin with. That constant electric current he had running through his body that he could unleash at will. To be honest, I was always uncomfortable around him. Thought I might get electrocuted just by standing nearby. The institute studying him was tasked with investigating and developing human paranormal abilities. The comatose Volgan was used to further the Soviet Union's research into such abilities. But not long ago, the facility burned to the ground. And Volgan's body was never found among the rubble, even though the fire started in the room where they were keeping him. This occurred at around the same time you woke up. If Skullface was right, and a thirst for revenge can turn a man into a demon and keep the dead alive, then this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just might be what's left of our old friend Volgan. It's not over yet. Back in '64, in Seleniarsk, you brought his plans for a utopia down in flames. That grudge is what's keeping him alive.
Marker placed.
The day the research facility holding Volgan burned down, a Soviet jumbo passenger jet happened to crash nearby, far away to the north of that hospital in Cyprus. On board the plane was a young boy who was being studied at the same facility. The plane fell to Earth from over 8,000 feet, but the boy's body was the only one not recovered. At almost exactly the same time as the crash, Volgan awoke in that facility. According to the Research Institute's documents, the gifts this boy demonstrated included psychokinesis and telepathy. To protect his mind from being inundated with other people's thoughts, he always wore a kind of gas mask. A rudimentary form of psychic insulation, apparently. We don't know where this boy is, but if Skullface is connected to him, we may cross paths with him yet. This boy is part of a new age, where nothing we understand about the world makes sense anymore. Don't let your guard down.
The White Mamba, Nyokayam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wali Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the white mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters. How's that going? It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived? He's still not talking. No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere.
So English is his mother tongue?
He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established in countries all across the continent. It's rooted in Africa like a weed, or maybe parasite is the better word. So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from.
Could even be from off-continent.
Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Boss Once we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests, we can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him, I did a double take. Because it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone. Though you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. That was
Roger.
Understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
ДНК не совпало, потому что Биг Босс это не Биг Босс. Так, ну ладно, на этом все. Всем огромное спасибо, кто был на стриме. Следующий стрим по Metal Gear Solid будет как только так сразу. В субботу стрима не будет, в воскресенье, возможно, тоже нет. Но если будет, то будет, скорее всего, Fallout. Возможно, и Stalker. Но я в Fallout хочу поиграть. А на этом все. Всем пока. Скоро увидимся.